travel enthusiasts. Welcome to Thailand VIP Travels, where we take you on a journey across the globe, exploring the most breathtaking destinations. I'm Sophie, your travel companion on this exhilarating adventure. Ever dreamed of traversing the world, discovering new cultures, and immersing yourself in the beauty of diverse landscapes? Well, that's exactly what Thailand VIP Travels is all about. Travel for me is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. I've been fortunate enough to explore the corners of this beautiful planet, and each journey has left an indelible mark on my soul. From the snow-capped peaks of the Swiss Alps to the bustling streets of Tokyo, every destination has its unique charm and story to tell. Thailand VIP Travels is more than a travel channel. It's a celebration of the vast tapestry of our world. I want to take you on a global odyssey, introducing you to the wonders that await in every corner of the earth. Through this channel, my goal is to inspire you to pack your bags, broaden your horizons, and embrace the beauty of our diverse world. Join me on this thrilling expedition around the world. Subscribe to Thailand VIP Travels, and let's explore together because, in the grand theater of life, every destination is a stage, and every journey is a masterpiece waiting to unfold. From the stunning views of Sam Mountain and Ha Long Bay to the man-made artistry of the sacred temples and pagodas to the rice terraces and beaches, Vietnam is stunning. There's no denying that backpacking Vietnam, or simply traveling here on a vacation, is an experience filled with natural beauty, hectic cities, and some of the best food in the world. Most people either love or hate traveling in Vietnam. When I first went, there was a negative attitude towards foreign travelers, for good reason, lots of scams, and just not a lot of good vibes. But since that trip many years ago, the country has changed a lot. It's embraced tourism. People have opened up more. There's fewer scams, and Ho Chi Minh City has even become a hub for digital nomads. From exploring the old quarter of Hanoi to the delicious food and fancy garments of Hoi An, Vietnam has a lot to see, and do so take your time. Don't rush your trip. Thailand VIP Travels can help you plan your trip and ensure you make the most of your visit. The Delta is a 60,000-kilometer, 37,000-mile long web of interconnected waterways, which spans 3 Vietnamese provinces and has been used since the 4th century BCE. What I love about this area is it's filled with small villages, pagodas, mangroves, and orchards. The best way to experience the area is to go on a boat or bike tour, where you'll experience rural Vietnamese culture. Some of favorite things include the Kai Rang floating market for the colorful fruits and veggies and vibrant atmosphere, Vinh Trang Pagoda for its impressive golden exterior and lush gardens, and the incredible Sadak flower village that is stunning and serene, even if you're not a flower enthusiast. Spend a few days really getting to know the region outside the hustle and bustle of the cities. Day trips on the rivers start at around 575,000 VND per person. Vietnam's capital dates to the 3rd century BCE, when it was the capital of the ancient nation of Alac. I love to wander around the narrow streets of the Old Quarter. It's a great place to get a feel for the city, as there are tons of vendors, smells of street food, people watching, and bustle. Some of my favorite places to visit include the One Pillar Pagoda, the Imperial Citadel of Thang Long, and the Hanoi Water Puppet Theater. Be sure to check out the History Museum to learn about French colonialism and communist rule from the Vietnamese perspective, as well as the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. Hanoi is also a good base for doing multi-day tours to Ha Long Bay. This iconic region is home to more than 3,000 islands and is one of the country's most popular tourist destinations. The towering limestone islands are covered in lush jungles and surrounded by calm emerald waters. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's located 2 to 3 hours from Hanoi, and travelers can take multi-day boat cruises around the islands. Most are 2 to 5 days. During the cruise, you'll visit floating markets, incredible beaches, massive caves, and either sleep on board your boat or on one of the many islands. Just keep in mind that this area is super popular and is often overcrowded. Cheap tours start around 1 million, 200,000 VND, while a mid-range tour costs around 3 million to 4,500,000 VND. Just remember that you get what you pay for, and the cheaper boats might be a bit run down. Hoi An was a thriving port city between the 15th and 19th centuries, and the architecture is incredibly well preserved. The entire old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was easily my favorite place in Vietnam because I loved walking around, taking a thrilling sidecar trip in the countryside, and of course, Vietnamese cooking classes, which are great because you learn to prepare fresh fish caught right there. This place is famous for its tailors, so if you're looking to buy some custom-made clothes at an inexpensive price, this is the spot to do it in. They will even ship it back to your home country. Also known as Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City is Vietnam's largest city and is definitely worth exploring. Ho Chi Minh is the place to really gain an understanding of French colonialism, as well as the US headquarters there during the Vietnam War, which you can learn more about at the War Remnants Museum. Like most cities in Vietnam, you'll be met with the roar of motorbikes speeding through colonial streets. I loved Ben Town Market, which is a must-see for amazing food, and there is a great buzz of activity within the place. Don't miss your chance to get the best pho soup in Ho Chi Minh. That means some of the best is right on the side of the street. For those traveling with a tent, wild camping is not legal in Vietnam. While it is still possible to do, as enforcement is sparse, especially if you're sleeping in a hammock, I also wouldn't recommend it. Insects and animals can be an issue. There are lots of landmines still undiscovered out in the brush, and robbery can occur. Stay safe and stick to hostels. For a budget hotel with a double bed, expect to pay around 225,000 VND per night. This usually includes free Wi-Fi and free breakfast. On Aram, a private room costs at least 325,000 VND per night. For an entire home or apartment, prices begin around 600,000 VND. Prices double when not booked in advance, so plan accordingly. You can get a bowl of pho or a rice dish for 20,000 VND. Street food is the cheapest and the most delicious food option in the country. Most sit-down restaurants are also inexpensive at around 45,000 to 95,000 VND. The fancier and more touristy the restaurant, the more expensive. Western food is also more expensive, usually around 110,000 VND for a fast food meal, so skip it if you're on a budget. If you want to splash out on a fancy 3-course meal, expect to spend around 250,000 VND. A liter of water at a convenience store is about 15,000 VND, while beer or soda is about 20,000 to 35,000 VND. For those looking to cook their own meals, expect to pay at least 400,000 VND per week for basic groceries. Be sure to shop at the local markets to get the cheapest and freshest food. That being said, food is so cheap in the country that it's simply easier and cheaper to just eat street food, especially as most hostels and hotels don't have shared kitchens.